Thursday, the 20th of March, 2025. Good morning, everyone. This morning's devotional is a reading from Galatians chapter 6, verse 9, and it reads, "Let us not become weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up." This week we have been talking about being in the desert and in the waiting room of life as we wait for answers and seek solutions. And we've got one of two choices that we can do or take while we are in the waiting room. The first choice is we can panic, and that's our natural response, because we tend to focus on what's happening around us. We let our circumstances convince us that there is no logical reason whatsoever to wait patiently, to be at peace, to trust, or even to hope. Instead of panicking, we've got another choice. We can choose to trust God. But when we choose to trust God, we need to always remember two things: that God is never in a hurry. And number two, God is never late. And that's good news, because He's always on time. His timing is perfect. So you may ask, well, what happens when it appears that God is running behind schedule? Well, know this, that God is getting you ready for something great. There are so many examples of this in Scripture, including the story of Lazarus, which is found in John chapter 11. Now, Lazarus was one of the best friends of Jesus, and he had two sisters named Mary and Martha. And they lived in Bethany, which was just a short way away from where Jesus was on the day that Lazarus took ill and died. The sisters sent word to Jesus that his friend was gravely ill and told him to come immediately. Now, Jesus could have easily been in Bethany in about 2 hours. But it took him 3 days to get there, 3 days to cover 5 miles. When he got there, they told him, "You are too late. We have already buried Lazarus." But Jesus wasn't late, because he knew what he was already going to do. His goal was not to heal Lazarus. His goal was to raise him from the dead. His goal was to do a miracle of astronomical proportions. So Jesus walks up to the tomb of Lazarus, tells him to roll the stone away, and said, "Lazarus, come out." And guess what? Lazarus came out. You see, sometimes God allows a situation to get so bad that only a miracle will work to save it. God already knows what He's going to do in your life next month, next year, and in the next decade. And His plan for you is good. All His plans for us are good, but we need to walk with Him in life. My dear friends, don't panic. Don't give up faith. Hold on. Keep praying, serving, and meeting with God's family. Keep sowing, keep believing, and draw near to God, and He will draw near to you. May the Lord be with you. May He bless you. May He cause His face to shine upon you and be with you always. Goodbye.